Okay, here we go. This is the fourth time I've shot this video because every time I've been over. I'm Justin Tomlin. I'm from Statesville, North Carolina. This is November the 7th, 2010. Sorry if my voice sounds a little off. I've been speaking for like 45 minutes straight. This is the 2010-2011 Winter Outlook. It is currently 9:45, just about. So, here we go. This is an average month for Statesville, North Carolina. I just put this up here. You can pause it if you'd like to look at it. Otherwise, I'm going to keep moving. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Alright, the Old Farmer's Almanac. This is a bit of a national outlook. Sorry, Statesville folks. Just bear with me for a minute. I'll get to our outlook here momentarily. Mild and dry, I don't agree with this up in Maine. I agree with cold and snowy in these areas. Anywhere from a line continuing straight down through here. Yeah, cold and snowy. All through here. Cold and snowy. Yep. That's what I think. Don't agree with mild and dry. I agree with wetter than average precipitation up through this area due to the jet stream being right there. I think this area along generally around all the way through here will be drier than normal. Maybe a cutoff right here. But I don't think they'll be wetter than normal down in Southern California. And I don't agree with this down here being wet. North Atlantic oscillate. Oh, I didn't even talk about us. I'm sorry. I don't agree with the cold and snowy. Sorry, Statesville. Don't agree with cold and snowy. Sorry. I know y'all snow lovers were hoping for that. But bear with me. Don't exit out of this video just yet, because there's a good part to this winter in a way. I'll explain that in a minute. North Atlantic oscillation. I just put this up here to show you last year that we were below average, and we're still below average as we go into this winter. Here we go. This is what I've looked at all day, trying to figure out the years that I'm going to compare to make a winter outlook. This is the equatorial sea surface temperatures. It's west of South America, or I guess Central America, and goes all the way to about Australia. And you look at that for El Nino and La Nina patterns. Negative, it's heading into the negative, so that signifies a La Nina winter we're going into. So I look back and I say, okay, 99, 00, 98, 99, I'll look at those years. And I'll look at all the winters that have negative 1 point something, and 1.1, all the way up to 1.5, and I'll compare those years. What is El Nino? El Nino is the red on the map that I just showed you. Blue is at La Nina. El Nino has it's a southerly jet stream. It pushes the jet stream farther south, and it's a cooler and wetter than average winter for the southern half of the United States, is what that is basically. La Nina, we need to focus on this more because that's what we're going into. Not going to insult your intelligence. You can read this map. Drier than average down through here. Warm, wet, wet, cold. This is variable Pacific jet stream because it can vary in position. This is my predictions. This is the general map of where I think the low pressures will track along. This is the polar jet. This is the subtropical jet. Warmer than average south of the subtropical jet, and colder than average north of it. There's us, Statesville, North Carolina. We're in the battle zone. So temperatures this winter, we're right at the below average. We've got equal chances to be below or above average, in my opinion. It just depends on how cold January is, or how cold December is, and how warm January and February is. I think January and February will be above average, and December colder than average. So the biggest chances of wintry precip, I think, will be in December. Precipitation this winter due to a northwest flow and a more northern jet stream than we had last year will cause this area up here to be wetter than average and cause this area down here to be drier than average. We're stuck in the middle, so about average precipitation too this winter. I'll explain that here in a second. But this northwest flow event could cause the North Carolina mountains and any part of the Appalachian really to have above average snowfall, especially for the northwest facing slopes. But that doesn't mean anything for us because the Appalachians cut it off. Overall, I think we'll have below normal snowfall, anywhere from 4 to 7 inches, I think is easily attainable. I would definitely focus on the lower amount first, and then if we get a snowstorm early, then maybe then focus on the 7-inch snow. But if we don't have one in December, I would definitely focus on the 3-inch, if that. So I think the biggest threat will not be snow this year, but it will actually be ice. We're due for an ice storm. We haven't had one in 5 years. The last one was 2005. I think that we'll have 2 to 3, maybe even 4 ice events, and events means anywhere from a couple sleet pellets, or, well, more than a couple, but a 1/4 inch of sleet to 2 inches of freezing rain. It just depends. And in La Nina winters, you have high pressure situated over the northeast, and it pumps cold air down on the east side of the Appalachians, and it gets trapped. And it's a shallow layer, and then warm air overrides that layer and produces rain that falls through the cold layer at the surface and freezes onto stuff, and that's what you have, freezing rain. That brings down power lines. I give it a 60% chance that we see at least one event that causes Iredell County or areas surrounding it to lose power this winter. I do expect that. 60% chance might not sound like much, but for this early, it's a good, that's a really high percentage to have. I think temps, like I said earlier, it's an equal chance for above or below. But I would go ahead and get a power outage kit prepared just in case this winter does really get bad. I'll let you know. I'll keep you updated on Facebook. If you don't know me, send me a friend request. Facebook, Justin Tomlin, Statesville, North Carolina. Tell me you saw the winter outlook, or else I'll probably reject your friend request. But, yeah, ice is the biggest threat this winter, I believe. I'll keep you updated with any winter threat that does come along. Thank you, and have a nice night or day or whenever you see this video, and God bless you.